It's been a long way to Pretoria. Alan was telling you that when we started with this idea, it was risky, it was scary, but we knew food would be good. We didn't know about the weather. We didn't know anything about the convention center. We didn't know anything about our partner except that we trusted Alan and he trusted his fellows here in South Africa, and that was, I guess, a really, really big an important element, trust. So we are here, and now I think the degree and the level of trust that we can actually start implementing change and achieving something can be achievable. So actually, it was a long way. I'm not going to bore you with this because it always starts with ideas, with people, with things alike. Remember this meeting in Brussels with a few of us, and then it grew, and it grew, and it grew, and here we are in Pretoria. So it's actually, if you manage to see, it's a lot of people, a lot of networks, and what we do with this. So I agree with some of the comments that it's really the time to start just getting things done. But it's been a long way, so I don't know why I keep on reversing this, sorry. But this is something that people have been asking us, what's the future? Well, first of all, if you think you can, together with us, contribute to something, just join us. So who can join? Networks, programs, knowledge organizations, individuals, public, private, not-for-profit entities, and each of us have a role in all of this. How to join is very simple. It's a very simplified process. The advantage of this is that because it's taxpayers' money involved, the European Commission has been generous to give us this grant, so there is no fee to join us. But it's like in many other things, it's about aligning efforts, priorities, and about deciding for yourself to what extent you think that this type of tools and this type of events and these people with like-minded ideas who could actually, together with you, make a difference. What do you get in exchange? Well, services and collaboration opportunities. And collaboration opportunities, you saw what the STIR process can provide. You saw what the knowledge exchange can provide. And I don't want to go into detail because this is something that it's in our website. You can get this information from us. But yesterday I told you that we have 3 aims. Deal to some extent with the issue of knowledge fragmentation. In this symposium you saw that we're talking about the same things, we call it differently. So symposiums and other tools can help for that. We somehow, with the knowledge that we all have, and then if we exchange it, and tomorrow it's going to be a PhD and Early Career Researchers Academy, we're going to have a training that is going to be mostly for practitioners and people related to industry. So exchanging knowledge is key to all of this. And then providing guidance. I mean, but the guidance, as it was rightly said, we can just not naively think that we can just go about with frameworks and indicators and measurements without actually, to start with, go hand in hand with the people who are actually facing the day-to-day of policy making, policy implementation, policy evaluation. So large potential collaboration, yes, we're still growing. We have already active members. We are in the process of formalizing relationships with others. And we have quite a few others in the pipeline. We have a website. The website is for everybody to use in the sense that, for example, you may have seen in Twitter now, it's an open call for cases and best practices. We are producing, some of you were part of some interviews, and the fact that we are online, it means that we want to distribute this. If it impacts one person of 21,000 persons, we actually make a difference. So websites are as static as we want it, or we make it as useful as we want it. We do not plan to let you know about everything, but just to give you an idea of not using effectively public resources. We have identified that there are more than 300 tools to measure things in companies related to sustainability and innovation and environment, which are free of use, and they are all scattered in many, many different places. Measure carbon footprint, life cycle analysis, eco-profiling of packaging material, and they're just there, sitting on the desk of someone, and they're not being used. So we think that having a knowledge portal for everybody to use, for collaborating, it's a way of doing it, in the sense that we don't have the answers to everything, but together we can build and consolidate what seems to be an emerging field, and we all have a role to play. So we have a knowledge portal, and in there you are little by little finding information, reports, and best practices. And what I'm going to show you now is really as an individual, because some of you will say, well, I just don't have I don't have my university behind me, I just don't have a network, I'm just by myself. Well, actually, we want to connect people. And this is hoping to click and it will be play. So, no, I'm not sure how this works. Yeah, it's moving. Okay. So there is a tool. We don't know if it's the best one, and there are many tools out there, but at least just give it a try. ProfileNet. There is sound in the video, and we don't have the sound. I don't know.
You can just sing, it's fine.
Well, it's just showing you that, well, just go online if you're not backed up by a network, if you are, people also online, we don't know who you are. No, it's not ringing, no. Sorry, no, well, just showing you the process. It's something that we have put lots of effort. It's also taxpayers' money, so of course. So in here we have made an effort to try to be as pragmatic as possible, something that without too much complication, if you are working on green purchasing or if you are working on sustainability assessments, there might be a way of getting your knowledge be usable to others, and this is just a tool to connect others. We know that there are quite a few of these out there, SCP Clearinghouse and a few others, and we used to have other ones with other European projects. So this is a challenge to start a community, and then 5 years down the line, this community could be actually active and positive and proactive. So just going to, it would have been great if there was music, but well. Now there is new cases. This is Europe Center still. We don't want it to be Europe Center. We want to learn about those experiences in Africa. If you are working on really interesting projects, right now also you may have noticed that what we have presented, it has, if you divide economic, environment, and social, is mostly about economics and environment. So we are calling urgently for people more in the social area, inclusiveness, frugality, well-being. That's why when Alan said, well, there is this festival about well-being, so we say, okay, voila, let's go for it. So this is something that we really hope to reach out to others and make it of use. It was mentioned in this session that we're working on manuals and in guidelines. So these guidelines are for policymakers. And we hope to inform, we really hope that the Maastricht manual that we're working on will become something usable. And in 5 years down the line, people will think of the Maastricht manual for eco-innovation, green economy, SDGs, as we think today of the Oslo manual or something like that. We don't want to be over ambitious. It's just, you know, a group of people with some experience sharing it. And if you want to benefit from this and you think that there is some linkages, well, that's about it. So thank you all. While you finish your evaluation forms, we want to thank you for being here. It was It's been long days. It's been really long flights. It's been quite a few bottles of wine, but we also have enjoyed a number of discussions, and the music is not working. A number of discussions, a number of sessions, and this is just our tiny way of showing you that we really value everything you have done. Thank you to the partners. Thank you to our local partners as well. University of Stellenbosch, you've been wonderful. Evaluation forms again. Okay, evaluation forms. Please take the time to do it. And we hope that these processes that we started, somehow the ambassador was happy, but it's not that we're pleasing an ambassador. They have a policy dialogue, EU-Africa, about science, technology, innovation. Climate, energy, food are important topics. So today's discussions will hopefully reach some audience, and we hope that somehow some of the ideas will be taken on board. I know that we could have done things better. Maybe there could have been more room for discussions. And maybe there are certain things that were not said or done. But that's why we are trying to build this online community. We are always there, just a click away, by email, or by phone, or by Skype, or WhatsApp. And next year, we will be in Brussels. And throughout the year, we will have a series of workshops. We're still defining. One of them will be in Colombia. Another one will be in Europe somewhere around policies for innovation. There was an idea to do it in the Nordic countries. Maybe we'll talk further. So next year, it can be also quite promising, quite exciting. It's been a long year. We're almost ready for Christmas and end of the year and holidays. But thank you all for being here. With this, we finish. A round of applause for yourself, for all of your energy.